OK, let's focus on another of the teams playing today. That's Morocco. They're the only team outside Europe and South America left in the competition. This afternoon, they face Spain in the last 16, and their players won't just be representing Morocco, as our chief reporter Kaveh Solhekol found out.
It's not easy to get away from football in Doha during this World Cup, especially because in a few hours Morocco are playing again. They're the only team from Africa left in the competition, the only Muslim country and the last team from the Arab world. That's why so many fans here and across Africa and Asia are supporting the Atlas Lions.
Morocco ends up representing an entire culture, an entire continent, not only in Africa, in the Arab world as well.
Even in the streets, people stop us, tell us how much they support us. Algerian people from Middle East, everywhere. So we're all Arabic, so we just want an Arabic team to win.
Morocco were unbeaten and finished top of their group ahead of Croatia and Belgium. Head coach Walid Regragui has made a real impact since he arrived in August. And Chelsea forward Hakim Ziyech is back after being frozen out by the previous manager.
There is a big pressure, because everybody is supporting us, especially the Arab world and African teams, African countries too. And this should be advantage for our national team.
This World Cup, more than any other, needs teams from all over the world to make it through to the latter stages. Moroccans here say they're Moroccan first, then Africans, Arabs and Muslims. Their football really does unite. And as for the music, well, that's from Lebanon. Kaveh Solhekol, Sky Sports.
Mesmerising, that music, isn't it? Well, African football journalist Mimi Fawaz joins us now. Mimi, good to see you. Just looking at Kaveh's piece, it just seems that there's a real importance attached to Morocco doing well in this World Cup. Would you agree?
I absolutely agree. As he's mentioned there, it's the only African team, not a South American team, not a European team through in this stage. I want to make it through to the quarterfinals. It's significant. First Arab country, of course, hosting this World Cup. First Middle Eastern country holding this World Cup. So it's hugely historical for the region, for North Africa, and for Africa. I've been looking on Twitter throughout today, and many people are saying this is the only African country left in this World Cup. We're all rooting behind you. Even Senegalese fans, though they're out now, they're all getting behind Morocco. So very big deal.
Just picking up on that, we've seen incredible scenes at their games. Our reporters are saying that the tickets for Morocco games are in such high demand. Is it fair to say now that Morocco seem to be everyone's second team in this World Cup?
Well, they've been my first team since before, actually, the World Cup started. They were my dark horses, but they played such beautiful football, fantastic defensively. This is like they've had clean sheets, just once that they lost, well, not lost, but got a goal. Canada got a goal against them, but they've kept a clean sheet in this competition. Beating, of course, Belgium, who are one of the tournament favorites, as well getting a goalless draw against Croatia, who were the finalists 4 years ago. So they've really impressed. They've been playing great defensive football and great attacking football. They stand a very good chance to spring another surprise in this competition against Spain today.
Mimi, talk to us about Walid Regragui. He's done an incredible job up until this World Cup and during this World Cup. What's been the secret to Morocco's success so far?
Man management. He's been fantastic at man management. In fact, when he speaks about his players, he talks about the spirit that they had in the previous coach. They didn't have a very good atmosphere, as we saw. Hakim Ziyech then decided to retire from football for Morocco, and he brought him back just in September. And he said a little dose of love and confidence was all that Hakim Ziyech needed, that he's not a difficult player. And we're seeing that on the pitch. We're seeing the results that he's bringing on the pitch. So his skills in terms of how he's bringing the morale and the spirit, and they're fighting for the nation, for the continent, for the Arab world, we can see it there.
The fact that he has brought Ziyech back after all the troubles and the arguments that Ziyech had with the previous regime, does that just show a newfound unity at Morocco now?
Absolutely. Many Moroccans as well are saying it as well, that they've got a great atmosphere at the moment. They didn't like it under the previous coach. They were happy with the changes that the Moroccan FA did. We can even see how Amrabat is performing on the field. Like, he is like a pillar maestro in that midfield. So the players are doing a really good job under this new coach who won the African Champions League, let's not forget, in May. And he was just appointed in August. So he's done a fantastic job coming into this competition. They haven't lost yet. And he said they can spring a surprise against Spain, and he might be on the money right there.
Aside of Hakim Ziyech, because all of our viewers will know a lot about Ziyech, who are the other key players? Who should we be looking out for? Who should Spain be wary of?
Definitely Achraf Hakimi is another one that they should be looking out for. He's playing in the right back, as we know, plays for PSG as well. Got man of the match against Canada. And as well Mazraoui, who plays in left back for Bayern Munich. Now, a little tale that has been said is Walid Regragui told both players, they both play in right back, if you think about it, for their clubs. But he said to them, okay, who wants to play what side? Who's going to play left back? Who's going to play right back? And Mazraoui said, that's fine. I'll play left back. And he left it for Achraf Hakimi to play right back. And we've seen how strong they've been in that defense. And as I mentioned as well, Amrabat is having a really good tournament as well for Morocco. So Walid Regragui is putting all the ingredients of the meal very well together.
Could this be a good game for them, though? Because a lot of the players for Morocco are applying their trade in Spain. Does that take the edge off any kind of nervousness or a fear of the unknown that they might have going into this game?
Let's not forget that they played against Belgium as well, and we saw how they won them. And there are many Moroccans in Belgium and many of the players as well that have links to Belgium. So I don't think it's going to play much of a part in terms of causing any nerves from them. I think they're quite professional in that sense. So we shouldn't focus on that too much. Regragui said it himself that, yes, in 2018, they played in the group stages against Spain, but it was a different Spanish team. It was a different Moroccan team. So he said he's not looking for revenge and to focus on that.
You preempted my next question, actually. Can we attach any significance, any psychological edge to that game in Russia in 2018?
No, I don't think we should. As I said, Regragui said it's a completely different setup of players from both sides. So I don't think we should focus on that at all. If anything, Regragui said they're looking to create history for the Arab world and for Africa. Let's not forget, this will be their first time, if they win against Spain, to make it to the quarterfinals, making it the 4th African country ever to get this far in the competition. So that's definitely what they're looking to aim for.
We are still waiting, and you are still waiting for an African team to win the World Cup. Is this the year?
You never know, is what I will say. It's been a tournament that sprung so many surprises. I think Regragui is doing a really good job. I think he can really go all the way. Don't rule them out. We saw how Japan sprung some surprises in this competition. Many teams have sprung surprises. So Africans are waiting for an African team to win the World Cup. I do hope it's in my lifetime. We do have a lot of talent in Africa, as we've seen in this competition so far. So we'll wait and see.
Just finally, ahead of this one against Spain, is your head and your heart saying the same thing?
Yes, they are. And before the competition started, as I said, Morocco were my dark horses. I'm probably sounding like a broken record right now because I've said it a lot. I've really seen how fantastic they've been defensively. And as well on the counter-attack, they can get you. And they had a really good record defensively coming into the competition and during the competition. So let's watch out for the Atlas Lions. Will they roar?
Watch out for Morocco. Mimi Fawaz, thank you very much indeed.